The lines on the First LEGO League robot game mat are critical for success. They tell this robot when to make a turn and complete a mission. Mapping the past is our theme for the week. Welcome to another session of First LEGO League Unearthed. I'm Preston with Sprattronics Learning Lab in Greenville, South Carolina. This week, we're going to complete competition-ready Lesson 3, Reacting to Lines. Then, we're going to explore research to help us identify problems that archaeologists face and are working to solve. Finally, we're going to create some maps to help us map the past. For reacting to lines, we're going to be using our driving base from last week. You may already have an arm attached to it, and that's perfect. And you'll be building on a light sensor. You want to master identifying stopping at a line. If your students are able to drive and stop at a line using the color sensor, they can be successful with today's lesson, because all we're going to be adding onto it is making a turn. The second half of this lesson, following a line, is sort of irrelevant for First LEGO League, because there aren't any lines to follow along with this season. We're going to go to spike.legoeducation.com. Once we get there, we'll click on Spike Prime, over here to Unit Plans, down to Competition Ready, and over here to Training Camp 3, Reacting to Lines. If you've been following along with these First LEGO League sessions, we've already built this bot, but we're going to be adding a color sensor to it. So we built Driving Base 1 in Session 2, and then we added an arm to it in Session 3. This week, we're going to be adding the color sensor to let us know what to do. Your picture may not look like this, and I don't have my students use the wire clips just because they tend to strip our wires, but let's attach our color sensor onto our robot in order for it to work. And this robot that you're building today is going to be great for this week's lesson and for next week's lesson when you do the guided mission. Our students completed our Reacting to Lines lesson, which is available here on YouTube. And then they were tasked with trying to complete one of the missions by building a tool that could accomplish either the Forge mission or the Who Lives Here mission, because there's a black line right in front of it that can be solved by using the color sensor to tell the robot to make a turn at that point. I would recommend trying to solve the Who Lived Here mission, because next week, as part of our guided mission, our robot is going to, in a complicated way, solve the Forge mission. And at this point, we let our students begin to experiment with the different missions, building robots to try and go solve them, because they're able to drive forward and backwards and react to lines. Each week, it's a good idea to check in on your innovation project and take some notes in your session handout. Last week, we came up with our problem statement, which was, how do archaeologists use modern technology to map a site? So, innovation project problem ideas. We may want to look into drones, or GPS, or LiDARs. Some ideas we may have as a team to help us with improving how archaeologists map a site. We could even do a grid system, something that paleontologists and I believe geologists alike utilize. Grid systems. A great resource as you begin to explore your innovation project is archaeological.org. And on there, they have a First LEGO League challenge page where you've got a video all about unearthing challenges in archaeology, as well as some text of different problems that archaeologists face. Maybe you want to stick with your problem statement that you came up with last week. Maybe you want to change it because one of these problems or challenges is more interesting to you. Spend just a little bit of time or assign some homework to have your students read over this website and take a look at some of the tools, equipment, and problems that archaeologists often run into. Now that we've had a chance to learn how to react to lines and then looked over the archaeological.org resource, now we like to close out with giving our students a map of the game board and have them start to plot how their robot could accomplish some of these missions. Can't wait to see what missions you come up with and how you solve your missions. Let me know what mission you're working on solving. What's something that would be exciting if you were able to accomplish it? I know that obtaining the artifact without knocking down the ruins looks like a really difficult one. I can't wait to see what somebody comes up with as a solution for that problem.